Joystick, the Joystick Show. Up, down, down, left, right, B, A, select.
Start.
Welcome, gamers, to our twisted reality. We no see.
Joystick, the Joystick Show.
Heyo, welcome back, everybody, to the Joystick Show. This is show number 130A. We are a father and son combo, and as always, we appreciate you. The Rumble Pack, if you're listening now, you're immediately anointed like a knight, right? Kneeling down before, not a king, more like a jester, but that's all right. We go by our gamer tags, and I am Bogue Spear.
I'm Thing 12.
In Thing 12, we got a lot talking about video games. It's a generational difference when we talk about different time periods and different things that associate with video games. It is interesting because we have, one of the segments we'll talk about later is the Hall of Fame. I didn't even know Video Games Hall of Fame existed. You know what I mean? I'm getting so old, I should be in it. No,
I
maybe
didn't know
not.
that either.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it. All right, before we do, how do they join us? Do they have any questions, comments, or sarcastic remarks?
Joystickshow@gmail.com, joystickshow.com, or our Twitter @joystick_show, and then our Discord Joystick Show.
Gotcha. Very cool. All right, before we get into the segment, or into our what we're playing, let's go to our sponsor who pays the bills. This week it is Controllered. Secure and control who uses your favorite controller around the house. Controllered is a protective harness, like a chastity belt, that goes over your controller, eliminating the ability for others to use the sticks and buttons. Just place the device over your favorite and often heavily costed modern-day joystick and never worry about others wasting your batteries or spewing their filth upon your device. Just $15.99 plus shipping and handling. Visit controllered.web and use promo code for 20% off discount. That is controllered. Controller your... That's not controller. Oh, control your controller. Use today.
Wow.
Hey, that wasn't very good, right? Controller your controller use today. That's how it's supposed to be. Huh?
Nice.
Yeah, good stuff. All right. So, that would be good, especially with my expensive one I have, so nobody plays it. I just place it over it.
Yeah, not very new anymore, but yeah.
Hey, well, true.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk on the gaming front. But I guess what we need to do is I was going to say we need to include a segment called, rather than, what is it, Riff Rap? It should be Riff Snap.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right. Maybe we'll just keep it as the top priority here because we keep playing Snap. It is a game. It seems like it's going back and forth, but it just keeps coming up with new opportunities. I got the like a GC card, right, from old H-Bomb, and every month I can come out and like download the new cards, the new play structure, and everything else. It's just a great game all the way around. So that's what I'm doing. I just picked up Null right before we even started this, so I'm actually staring at it right now. I can't wait to play it and see if I can kick some butt. Because most of the time, you guys are whooping my butt, but not often. Not a lot. What's your recommendation, even though I just beat you last time we played?
What's that? What do you mean recommendation?
Like, what people should be playing, what kind of decks, if they're into it. If you haven't, first of all, if you haven't downloaded it, stop right now. Pause. If you're listening on your mobile, go download the game. Free. Try it.
Yeah, I think that if you start, since the game is all just collection, so getting better decks as you play, if you're starting off, so like 500 collection level and below, you are going to just play kind of whatever you want. Just cards that like work together well.
I thought ongoing was the best way to start with.
Ongoing, I enjoyed the most at the beginning.
Me too.
But there are a lot, like you can get a good
Onslaught.
You can do a very good move deck early on. And there's just a ton of different things. I would just make sure that you're focusing on decks that synergize well together. And then when you start passing 500, you start getting pool 3 cards. It's kind of random, the order that you get them. So you're going to have really good decks early on, or maybe you won't get a good deck until like 1,500.
Yeah. Well, you can always, like I said, email us at joystickshow@gmail.com. We can actually forward you a couple of the our decks that we've used, right?
Yeah,
you can give it a try too.
Yeah, mainly if you go online and look up really good decks, they're all going to be usually for the higher end of the ladder. So with ranking, with people who are rank 80 and above usually, or 70 and above, the decks that they're using, and those are good.
One card.
Those are good, yeah, but you're not going to have very many of the cards, and
if you don't have them all, they don't always work together, so it's not smart. So yeah, if you want to look for it, there's not a lot of content unless you go maybe farther back in YouTube, right? Early, if they still have them up there, you can find it.
Yeah, there are definitely people doing beginner ones, but mainly just have fun with it at the beginning and trying to unlock cards.
Yeah, for sure. Part. So yeah, that's Snap. Good stuff. What else? Oh, I continue on. It's like a game that just keeps on giving. Gloomhaven. I keep playing. I just played it last night again. I mean, there's so much content, and it's such a good game that it just won't stop. We just keep building up our characters. We keep playing it. It was ultimately that turn-based game that we were looking for, right? To kind of dive deeper into on that. But I do have to say, it's I'm going to try that. That was the Last of Us game, because I mean that's been out for a while. Of course, watching the show, it's definitely the marketing is definitely hooking me to at least try it. So I'm going to do that, and I'll have probably some details on the show.
I want to try that too. That seems fun.
Yeah, if anybody's played it already, wants to give us their take on it, please hit us up on those channels or ways to reach us, because we love to mention your gamer tag and what you're playing and so forth, because it's all about the community. Also, is anybody else knows? I mean, maybe you do. What's the next big title that's got to hit me, right? That I got to go try. What do you think?
That's not out yet?
Yeah. What am I waiting for, man? That side of Gloomhaven, which I'm loving. Snap, which I'm loving. Something on the console. I haven't picked that up in a little bit. What?
I'm not sure. I mean, the only ones that I know that are like on my mind are Jedi Survivor, which is the next.
You're always on my mind.
Next Fallen Order, like with Cal Kestis, the one that you tried playing, or I don't know if you finished it.
Which one? Oh yeah, the
Star
Jedi.
Wars,
Yeah. I never.
So
finished
the Jedi Survivor is coming out soon.
I never finished any of them.
That's the next big one.
Yep. When's that due out again? Is that September?
I think April.
Oh really? That's coming. That's coming up. Okay, we'll check it out in the new releases here at the end.
And yeah, so that game looks really fun. It seems like just another, it really just looks like a Fallen Order 2. So it's not anything, there's going to be a lot of new things, but it's just the same formula, I think, which I'm fine with. That's just what it looks like.
Don't you think they should have a Mandalorian game?
Maybe. I don't know.
No? I think it'd be
Doesn't
awesome.
sound that appealing to me.
What? Come on.
Maybe. But yeah, no, Jedi Survivor is probably the only one that I'm looking at that's close. And then, of course, Spider-Man later in the year, and yeah. Oh, and then the next Zelda game.
Oh, that's big too, right?
Yeah, but that one's later. Sure. So, I don't know. That's it. Those are the main three. Like, everything else just seems kind of... I just haven't caught my eye, so...
Okay. Well, I don't know. We'll keep track of it as we go along. I'll definitely want to try those. When you do, you gotta knock on my door and say, "Hey, come try this," so I can at least communicate with you on that level. Okay, you playing anything though right now?
So, last show we did the show right before I got Sons of the Forest.
Okay.
So I didn't get to play it. So after I played it, and it's good. It's really good. You
didn't play for 2 hours and send it back like all the others?
No. Okay. I kept this one. It's really good. It's basically just like, it's very similar to the first game, just with a new map and new things to explore, which is fine. The first game was really good, and this one was good too. I will say, if you play it with friends, it's a lot more enjoyable, because I played it a little bit by myself, and I was having fun, but not that much, and then I played with friends, it was a little more fun, but I haven't played it too much, so I haven't gone like farther into the story, so I can't tell you how much better the story is than the first one, but as far as building and things go, it's really cool. I like the way that they did it. So it's not a bad game, especially since it's in alpha, so it's going to get better as far as like bugs and things go.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I think it's good, especially since it's not even $60. It was $25, I think.
Oh, wow. That's real good. Why? That's a standalone game, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't released them for more. The first game was also $25 or $30.
Oh, nice. That's sweet.
So yeah, that one's a good one. And then the day after that, Kerbal came out that I told you I was talking about that I was excited for. Yeah. And it was not that amazing.
Oh, that's right. You told me it had like bugs and it had a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's basically unplayable. It was. It was. But it is alpha. So instead of delaying the game, they released it in a pre-alpha stage.
Oh, it's not even alpha. It's pre-alpha.
It's They said that it wasn't finished, but it's kind of sucks because they were supposed to release it in 2020, and then 3 years later they release it as pre-alpha, and it's just not ready at all. Like, I think on people with like the best computers that you can have are getting like 30 frames per second.
Yeah.
And there's like the rockets that you're building are all wobbly still. Like the first game they were wobbly, but they're still wobbly. They were hoping to fix that. So just the game is not ready. So I didn't buy it. It's also, they're selling it for $50, I think. The first one is way less. So I don't know. It's just not ready, but it definitely still has the potential.
I just don't understand. Why would they release it? Why would they do that then? I know it's been so late, but why bother? I mean, if it's just going to be this kind of reaction, like on the media and online.
I don't know. I think some people think it's because they were getting they're getting funding from like a bigger company, and they said that they're going to have to start getting some money in, otherwise they're going to cut their funding. So they said, all right, we'll just release it.
Gotcha.
But I don't know.
That's a death trap.
Yeah.
Or death.
It's definitely it's all still there, the potential.
Yeah.
But it's just not ready.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, we'll stick with it because I mean we met the guys early on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back in 18 or something when they were developing it, and
18? No, it was like 14. 16?
Oh, it was 14? Oh my gosh, it's just I'm getting older. I don't even know. Years are running together now.
Maybe 13. I don't
was
know.
it? That's right, because we were in Texas. That's crazy. So yeah, good stuff while you're playing that, so forth. Okay. Anything else besides those?
Nope.
I think that's it, right? Okay, let's hit the news.
The Joystick News Report. Joystick News!
All right, so in the news, of course, coming off my intro there of we're not seeing it, right? Did you hear that FIFA confirms that there'll be no 2023 game release at all?
Yeah.
Right? So, which is interesting. I mean, usually they come out in in like September-ish or whatever for the following year.
Yeah.
So technically it's 2024's teams, I
Yeah.
guess, or something. But the point is they stopped because EA had the contract, right? And they went back because it's getting so popular that they renegotiated. They wanted to double the price. And EA's like, no thanks, and just walked out, left. So now they're stuck and having to make their own game, first of all. So if it's not part of the EA franchise, how good is it going to be?
Oh, so much better.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, maybe the development might be less, but EA is just money hungry, so they want, everything in that game was you had to buy.
Really? So you think maybe they'll come out and this will be a better thing?
I think
it's
so.
going to be a delay, though, so you're not going to have a 2020
That's fine,
324 setup. So that was interesting, right? I'm wondering if more and more of that's going to happen. I mean, getting to the point with technology that you can hire somebody independently, right? Using the same engines they do, creating it, probably Chat GPT will create the whole game for them. I don't know. But it's interesting to see that happened, that came out. So those that are big fans that like to play, you're going to have to hold out and hang in with your 2022 for your 2023 season, I guess, until they do come out with that. But I thought that was top news for sure, as being the biggest sports game, I guess, out there, right, in the world right now. And they walk away from it, so it must have been a heck of a dealio. What else? Oh, you know what I saw? It's interesting because I can't. Let's see. I don't know if I can see it now. What's going on with that? It's the conversation about video game lag, and I guess I'd have to bring it up here to see. But there was 3 specific things that came out of it that I thought was interesting, and I just have to be able to find it here.
For every game? Fixing lag on every game?
Right. So it was basically 3 specific ways that it said if you ever want to just maximize your gameplay without any lag, you do the following. Here it is. So the first one, and I guess maybe this is common to everybody else, but I just thought it was important to at least mention it because not everybody does it. First of all is you want to turn on your game mode. Okay? So when
What does that mean?
Turn on your game mode means when you're on TV, right? Have a TV that's set up. A lot of TVs are set up for sports, movies, different things,
your
right?
monitor?
Standards. Yeah, your monitor.
monitor.
Yeah, this is all based on monitor, right? Lag and stuff like that. So you want to.
Well, lag is also Wi-Fi and things.
Well, that's a good point. No, this is for video lag. So, matter of fact, how to reduce video game lag. That's what we're talking about here in 3 steps. Okay, well, that's the first thing. I know people look at it and go, well, that's kind of weird or crazy, but the truth of the matter is some people don't. They leave it on standard or whatever, and they're designed with game modes, right, to maximize that. That's the first thing. The second thing is turn off any reduction features. And are you familiar with those? I guess there's a lot of different things like noise reduction. There's like mosquito reduction. I don't know what that is. There's NR reduction, MPEG reduction. There's all these different things that you can downgrade or set to reduce for that. And they say what happens is it takes up memory. It takes up some kind of
takes up your CPU.
CPU, right, within the system, and then it causes issues. So you want to get rid of all of that. And then lastly is you want to turn off motion enhancement, right, modes. So as much as you think, oh, that's helping you and that's going to take care of it, in the end they say it's actually worse because it's, like there's different ones like clarity, motion, clear motion, or motion smoothing, right? They're all on all of them. Samsung, LG, Sony, they all have this stuff, right? But they say if you get rid of it, because a lot of them, you want to own the TVs that supports what's called variable refresh rate, VRR. That's the ones that you want to deal with because that automatically does it without any of the extra stuff, and it maximizes your CPU and your video. So I don't know. Those three things I thought were important just to mention. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we talk about games, we talk about everything, but really the experience of video games is key, and this is a quick little pointers to check out. So if you got your TV and you're wondering, am I getting lag at times or things, check those three things out and see. That would help out. So any thought on that? I know you have
I've
the
never
nice
heard of those.
computer monitor.
When I started getting a lot of lag, I just wiped my computer because it got rid of all the things that were in the background taking up my CPU.
Yeah.
Over the years of just downloading.
Right.
And then everything ran so much better.
Smoother. Yeah. Nice. All right. Well, that's that as well. And then what else in the news do we have here? Oh, the thing we talked about, Video Game Hall of Fame. So there's 2023 inductees. Did you even know there's a Video Hall of Fame?
Nope.
Huh?
I did not.
All right.
I knew they did like Game of the Year, but
me too. I mean, that's what I thought the deal was, and I thought, well, it's cool. But then, I looked at it, and sure enough, there's video game. I don't even know where this place is, quite frankly, and I can't seem to come up. But it has 12 finalists this year, right? They're being nominated to the World Video Game Hall of Fame in May. That's when it happens. Okay, so ready? Here are the games: Age of Empires. That makes sense. They have like a ton of them, right? We're at 6 or 5 right now. Angry Birds makes it in. Rightfully so. I mean, that was a huge phenomenon, right? A lot of game mechanics stuff came from that. Interesting. Barbie fashion designer. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But that's out there as well. The one I was excited about, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare made it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right? That was kind of the next stage in that one. Computer Space. Interesting. FIFA International Soccer made it in. GoldenEye 007. Remember I talked about that? They came back out with a remastered version of that now, right? Which is awesome. But the original made it in, which was a fabulous game. That was a revolutionary game. The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Of course, because of, just the huge popularity, I guess, across the board. NBA 2K. Of course, that was the first NBA game that really mattered and people dug, right? Loved. Quake. I mean, Quake was, again, it was right after Doom. I don't know what Quake is. So it was after Doom, I believe. It wasn't too far after. Somebody could correct me on that. I don't believe it was 4. It was around that same time, right? Yeah. But just better looking, a little more modern looking graphics and everything else was more involved. And then lastly, Wii Sports is going to be, Wizardry is also in there. But Wii Sports, and we know that's great.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right? These are type of things I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, I dig it. It makes sense that these all make it in, but I need to know where this is. And is this something? Do you want to do a little vacation? You want to go hop in the car and go check them out?
Not really. What is this?
You have no interest at all? I'm going to check it right now and find out because I have no idea. Where you say, where is the Video Game Hall of Fame? And the answer is, the Oracle says, it was the International Hall of Fame opened in June of 15. No wonder why. It wasn't that long ago, right? It's in the E-Game Revolution exhibit. The Hall administrated over the
National Museum of Play.
That's it. Where is that, though? Does anybody know where that is?
Nope.
All right. It's in Rochester, New York. That's right. How do we not know that?
I don't know.
Because I'll tell you right now, you know why it's in Rochester?
Because that's where all of the Hall of Fames are?
No, not even close.
What?
Because it is the largest per capita at one point consoles and households in the country. I think it was like 86 or some percent. Don't quote me on that. It was a ton of, you know why? Because winters are so bad, right? You're spending 8 months inside
That makes
basically
sense,
playing
yep.
games. So they're the first ones and they have it. So we're definitely going to do that when we go up.
That's
visit family and stuff, right? In that area. Upstate New York. So, cool. So that is the Video Game Hall of Fame 2023 inductees. Congratulations, everybody, on that. All right. Anything else?
Oh.
That's it?
Yep,
All
that's
right.
it.
That's the news.
This concludes your Joystick News Report. Joystick News.
Okay, so like I said, I guess we have the snap wrap now, or the wrap snap, or the riff snap, or something, whatever. So we don't have anything for
No, the riff wrap.
riff wrap.
There's not much. There's not much there.
Okay. How about deal of the week month?
Deal of the week.
Week month. What is it? It is. And this, I got to give some love to our Switch guys, because we haven't said the word Switch in a while, have we?
Nope.
Well, they have a special HyperX Charge Play Quad 4-in-1 Joy charging station, right? It's on Amazon right now. This looks like a great deal. So if you play this a lot, you know these things go, right? Right? Does the handles chargers have to be snapped in?
Yeah, it's a little annoying because you have to put them actually onto the console.
Right, to do it. Well, now they got this separate thing where if you buy 4 of them or have extras, right, you can constantly pull them out and not have to worry about that.
That's cool.
Pretty cool, right? Guess what? 50% off, $14.99. We'll send you the link for it as well if we put it in the description and right here on the notes. I think we even wrote it right there.
Yeah.
So we can get it out there for you. We'll put it in there. But if you like your Switcher, play it, you want to check it out, just click there and take advantage of that for sure. 15 bones, beans, cheese. Cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. So that's the deal of the week month for you.
All right.
Lastly, we talked about the new releases. So for April, right, the end of March, we're here, the 15th, 16th, right? So coming up, what do we have for the rest of March? Anything, Have a Nice Death for Switch, speaking of. Omen of Sorrow.
See, The Last of Us is there again. I don't know.
What do you mean The Last of Us is...
Last of Us is coming to
for
PC on March 28th.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, this is so big, we gotta get it out there, right? Resident Evil Remake is coming out on the 24th. Resident Evil 4, that is. What else? Anybody else that we know? Forza Horizon 5. It's the DLC, Rally Adventure DLC, that's coming out for Horizon 5 on March 29th. Dredge, do you know what that is? It looks like it's coming out.
Dredge is like an indie game. It's an indie game. It's pretty cool. I think it's about like a fisherman, but it's like a deep story to it, which sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, it's coming out on the end of March 30th. Saga of Sins on March 30th. Oh, there it is. The Great War Western Front. That's what I'm into. I gotta check that out. It's coming out for PC, so I'm gonna take a look at that on Steam and see. Total Tank Generals, also kind of cool. April, we got Atari Mania. So I wanted to bring back all the old school games, right, for PS4 and PS5, as well from Atari. Meet Your Maker on the 4th.
Meet Your Maker. Actually, I heard some good things about. It's like a multiplayer game where you have like this like, I don't know what it is that you're protecting, but you're protecting something and you're building a whole like base around it with traps and like things that other people have to get through to steal it. And then you keep it. It's pretty cool.
That's cool. Meet Your Maker. Speaking of EA Sports PGA Tour 2023, they must have signed a deal with them. That's coming out on the 7th. Let's see. What else? You see anything else next month?
I thought Jedi Survivor was supposed to come out in April. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's at the end of April. April 28th.
Star Wars. Oh yeah, Survivor. You're right. April 28th, the big one. That's probably the biggest release, right?
Yeah.
Of all of the stuff, the rest of the stuff. Minecraft Legends.
There's actually a decent.
What is
bit.
that?
Minecraft Legends. It's their newest version of the game. I don't know anything about it. I just know it's coming out. And then Dead Island 2. Dead Island 2.
Yeah.
Is made by the same people who made Dying Light.
Okay.
And they're releasing their game. That's another big one. So there's a few big ones in there.
Really? Dead Island 2. Yeah, that does look like it's pretty good. So you're on an island trapped with zombies?
It's kind of just like a arcade killing zombies game,
right?
Where you can kill them in the most creative way possible.
In the most creative way. I love it. Very cool. Nice. All right, so we got actually quite a bit of stuff coming out. I got to remember that, though. I'm looking forward to that Great War game. I got to check that one out. I know it's coming out on PC, so we'll take a look at it. So, all right, anything else cooking?
That's it.
That is it. All right, sharp, short, and sweet. Again, if you guys want to be a part of it and get back with us on some of those things we requested, we'd love to hear from you, your comments and sarcastic remarks. How do they get a hold of us?
You can get a hold of us at joystick_show on Twitter, joystickshow.com, our website, at joystickshow@gmail.com, or then our Discord, Joystick Show.
All right, very cool. It's back to snapping. No, baby, here I come. All right, guys. Everybody at RoboPack, thanks again so much for tuning in each and every month or 3 weeks or whatever we turn this around. We do truly appreciate your time. Until next time, game on.
Joystick, the Joystick Show.